Deep-sea divers. What are your horror stories? Diving the day before a hurricane on a small South Pacific island. Out of nowhere, a black and white sea snake, venomous, wrapped itself around my arm. Apparently, this happens from time to time before major storms. They can sense it and look for things that are heading towards the shore, so that they don't have to put in so much effort to get out of the sea. As soon as I was in the shallows, it uncurled and headed up the beach where it hid under a breadfruit tree. I thought I was going to get bitten to death by a snake at sea. Turns out I was just a taxi for a very calm but rather rushed rep. I once had diarrhea at 100 feet. It was amazing how warm it made me at depth, but was a nightmare to clean up. I vomited in my own stench, or maybe from the flu. Edit. Thank you for awarding one of the most truly horrible experiences of my life. Some say everything happens for a reason. I now like to think I endured that literal shit show. This happened in front of maybe 20 people, so that years later I would be able to entertain a few anonymous strangers. Saved someone from drowning while scuba diving. Person had an epileptic seizure at 85 feet of water in a pitch-black cavern that I was diving also. I was hovering above, just watching the flashlights move about, when I noticed one flashlight not moving. I swam down and was met with the other diver, with no regulator in their mouth, eyes open and just on their knees. The diver's buddy was next to them, and incomplete, shocked to what was going on, and was not assisting whatsoever. 15 years of diving and instructor. I thought her regulator just came out, so I mine out and offered it to her. That when I noticed she had done mentally checked out, I popped my 2 regulator in my mouth and attempted to put my 1 regulator in her mouth, but her teeth were completely cleansed. I then pressed the purge button to get air into her mouth and noticed her cheeks moving so I know air was getting in there. That was good enough for me. I then grabbed her under her arm and get the regulator flowing in her mouth, and swam to the opening of the cavern, and then up over 60 feet to get her to the surface. One on the surface did everything I was trained to do: inflate, dumped her weights, got her on her back, and started trying to land. As I'm towing her in, she is regurgitating all the water she swallowed and inhaled. It seemed like gallons of water. Got her to land where other divers assisted me in getting more gear off. She was breathing fine and alive, but in shock for a while, and slowly came around like nothing happened. We were very lucky that we were only 10 minutes into the dive, or for sure we would have both been bent and spending time in a hyperbaric chamber. The crazy thing is, she didn't tell anyone. She had epilepsy, and when we later reviewed her consent form, she checked off no to epilepsy. I put myself at risk shooting up to the surface like that, but if I came across that situation again, I would not hesitate to save someone's life. The only scare I've had is some jackass in a yacht cruising through our dive location at full throttle. You could hear the boat coming for a solid minute or 2 before it flew over our heads. Our boat had a dive flag on it, and we had a buoy with a dive flag on it. They didn't even slow down. Barracuda, sharks, rays, manatees, dolphin, all cool. Humans are way scarier. Night diving is incredibly creepy. You don't realize how dark the ocean is until you are in it.